Hello friends, in ninth standard we are going to learn geometry. That geometry was originated by Greek mathematician Euclid. In geometry, there are some statements which are called self-evident geometrical statements, and these statements are called postulates. सेल्फ एव्हिडंट याचा अर्थ स्वयंसिद्ध आणि postulates म्हणजे गृहीतके. With the help of postulates, we can prove some properties in geometry. Properties proved logically are called theorem. मराठीत त्याला प्रमेय असं म्हणतात. Before going to theorem, we will learn Euclid's postulates. First postulate is that from a given point, we can draw infinite lines passing through that point. Here, in this figure, point P is given. Through this point, you can draw as many as lines possible. You can do it practically. Second postulate is that one and only one line passes through two given points. If you are given 2 points, here point P and Q are there, so only a line or a single line can pass through these 2 points. Now, third postulate is that a circle of given radius can be drawn taking any point as its center. That means if you are asked to draw a circle of radius 2 cm, you can take any point as a center and draw that circle. This is the third postulate. Now fourth is that all right angles are congruent with each other. You know that the measure of a right angle, it is 90 degree. Here in this figure, three right angles are there: angle ABC, angle PQR and angle XYZ. As all these are of measure 90 degree, they are congruent. Now, fifth postulate is that in 8th standard, you have learned about the angles formed by a transversal. Here, line L and M are there, and line L is the transversal. Angle A and B, these are the interior angles. So, the fifth postulate states that if the sum of interior angles is less than 180 degree, the lines will intersect. A and B are the interior angles. मराठीत त्याला अंतर्कोन असे म्हणतात. And you know that the sum of interior angles is always 180 degree. But if it is less than 180 degree, then these lines will intersect with each other. If you extend those lines, those lines will intersect. That means those lines are not parallel. Yesterday, we have learned about the conditional statements. When we prove a conditional statement, its antecedent is called given part and the consequent is called to prove. And the logical argument for this statement, it is called the proof. प्रूफ याला मराठीत सिद्धता असे म्हणतात. तुम्हाला प्रमेयाचं जे स्टेटमेंट दिलेलं असतं दॅट इज द कंडिशनल स्टेटमेंट. त्यामध्ये इफ नंतरचा जो पार्ट आहे दॅट इज कॉल्ड गिव्हन. त्याला गिव्हन किंवा मराठीत पक्ष असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि जो भाग तुम्हाला सिद्ध करायचा आहे त्याला टू प्रूव्ह, मराठीत त्याला साध्य असं म्हटलं जातं. सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न द प्रूफ. दिस इज युअर फर्स्ट प्रूफ इन 9th standard. The theorem is that the opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines are of equal measures. Up till 8th standard, you have learned about the opposite angles. Here, line L and line M, these are intersecting in point O. There are four angles formed at the point of intersection. Among those four angles, angle A and C as well as angle B and D, these are the pairs of opposite angles. Now here we have to prove these opposite angles are congruent. Now, as I already told you, what is given? Line L and line M intersect at point O. This is the information provided to you. Now what you have to prove? Angle A congruent angle C, angle B congruent angle D. That means opposite angles are congruent. It is we have to prove. For that we are going to write the statements. From the figure, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. The reason for is that it is angles in linear pair. Linear pair, angle A and B. These are the angles in linear pair. You have learned what is meant by linear pair. मराठीत त्याला रेषीय कोन असं म्हणतात आणि त्यांच्या मापांची बेरीज नेहमी 180 अंश असते. We are using that property for this theorem. So, our first statement is that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Second, angle B plus angle C, it is 180 degree. The same reason is there. These are the angles in linear pair. Now, from these two statements, we can write the third statement as angle A plus angle B is equal to angle B plus angle C. आपण हे स्टेटमेंट का लिहू शकतो? Because in the first statement, the right hand side of the statements it is similar, and according to the rule, as the right hand side it is equal, the LHS, that is left hand side, it is also equal, and that's why we can write angle A plus angle B is equal to angle B plus angle C. Now in this statement, to LHS and RHS, angle B is there, so it will get cancelled or eliminated, and we get angle A is equal to angle C. That means these angles are equal. As these angles are equal, they are congruent, and we can say that angle A congruent angle C. Now, similarly, we can prove angle B congruent angle D. There is no necessary to write the proof again for this pair of angle. So, if you have understood the topics from the first chapter in geometry, you can easily solve the problem set 1. Thank you.